Welcome back, Cape Bond Kodiaks. We are so excited to have you back in the building. We'd like to thank our staff members for showing you, as well as our RTIB plan, the appropriate procedures so that we're able to ensure your safety and we're able to reopen our schools. As we go through our reentry plan, we want to make sure that you understand the procedures as some things have changed. If you're one of the early buses, meaning that you make it to school before 8 o'clock, your procedures are a little different. Once your bus pulls up to school, there'll be a staff member showing you the appropriate door to enter. As you come inside the gymnasium, there will be cones on the floor to show you where to stand in line. In the front of the gym, there will be 3 staff members that are charged with taking temperatures. If your temperature is too high, we have a place on the left side of the gym where you'll be able to socially distance and wait until we're able to take you to the quarantine room. If you are at the appropriate temperature, you'll go to the right side of the gym. You'll have a seat in the bleachers on the sticker. You'll find every appropriate place to sit while we're in this pandemic. We'll have a sticker so that you're able to socially distance without thinking about it. So please make sure that you remain seated, that you have patience, you keep your mask on, and you limit your interactions. We know it's been a long time and you're going to miss your friends. However, we do want to make sure that we're safe. If you ride a bus that comes in after 8 o'clock, you will not sit in the bleachers. You'll go to your appropriate line, you'll stand by a cone, and after your temperature checked, you will leave out of the gymnasium and head to your appropriate hallway. 6th graders will go down the exploratory hallway and go to the 6th grade hall using the back staircase. 7th graders will use the main hall and go up those stairs. 8th graders will go right down the 8th grade hallway. If you're a car rider or a walker, you'll be entering the building at the front of the school. Parents, please do not drop off your student before 8 o'clock. There will not be any staff members available to take your temperature before 8 o'clock. If you're a 6th grader, as you see on the screen, your entrance will be at the exploratory doors. 7th grade entrance will be at the main doors, and 8th grade entrance will be at the 8th grade hallway. You will get your temperature taken as soon as you enter in the building. There are lines outside to show you approximately 6 feet and where you should be standing away from the person in front of you. Please do not congregate with other students as you're waiting to come to the school. Also, make sure you keep on your mask and that you remain socially distanced. If once you get inside the school, you have taken your temperature and it shows that you have a high temperature, you will be escorted to our quarantine room. Parents, please, if your child is complaining of being sick in the morning, please take that time to take their temperature and consider keeping your child at home as opposed to sending them to school. Once you take your temperature check, a staff member, if it is too high, will ask you to stand and wait for someone to assist you to the quarantine room. Now, just because you have a temperature doesn't mean that you have the coronavirus, but we do want to make sure if you do have some of those signs or symptoms that we isolate you and have you to wait for your parents. But again, parents, if your child is sick, please keep your child at home. Once we're able to assist you further, we will take those students that have temperatures or are not feeling well to our isolation or quarantine room. The purpose of that room is to keep you comfortable while we call your parents. Students that have a temperature will not be allowed to stay at school. We do have a bathroom as well as PPE equipment to make sure that these rooms are safe, that they're continually sanitized, and that we can keep you away from each other. Once in the quarantine room, the staff member will call your parent, and parents, please try your best to come get your student as soon as possible so that we can limit the contact and limit the exposure of students that may be ill. Now, we will not have a lot of transitioning, but there will be times that you'll need to walk around the school. We have stickers on the ground that show you 6 feet or how far you should stand away from one another. As we're transitioning, make sure that you keep your mask on and that you are maintaining social distance. As the stickers say, do your part, stay 6 feet apart. One of the biggest things that keeps people safe is that social distancing. There may be times that 2 different groups of students are in the hallways at the same time. So you want to make sure that 1, you're staying socially distanced and that you're also walking on the right side of the hallway. The only individuals that should be in the center are staff members. So again, you see staff members 1 showing you how we should transition, and we also asked the couple to show you how you shouldn't transition. The more that we're communicating, the more that we gather, the more that we have to talk in these tight areas, the more at risk we become. Bathroom breaks. As you can see, we are not able to use water fountains as those are easy transmitters of the virus. If you do have to use the restroom, ask your teacher. They will allow 1 student out of the class at one time, and you will come stand in line and wait for the bathroom helper to give you the opportunity to use it. The teacher or the staff member that is doing bathroom breaks will make sure that there aren't any more than 2 kids in the bathroom at one time. So when 1 child comes out or 1 student comes out, that bathroom leader will allow another student to come in. Now, please make sure that you keep your mask on if you're by another person inside the bathroom and that you are remaining socially distanced. After you leave out of the bathroom, go ahead and return back to class. Uh-oh, we see somebody on their phone in the hallway. We want to make sure that while you're able to have a phone, that you leave your phone inside of your book bag. Our last transition that we need to mention is our transition to the cafeteria. As you can see, we're continuing to wear our mask and we're continuing to walk 6 feet apart, remaining socially distanced. As you get to the cafeteria, there will be a staff member inside that guides you to your appropriate seat. Every student in the cafeteria, as well as the classroom, will have an assigned seat. Once inside the cafeteria leader or that staff member will guide you to another sticker on a seat. While there are a lot of seats at each table, we will not have any more than 2 people at each table. So you can think of our magic number is no more than 2 at a table, no more than 2 in a bathroom. Once inside the cafeteria and you are at your table, have a seat, your lunch will be right in front of you. You will not have to go to the cafeteria doors as traditional ways of getting your lunch. For breakfast, we'll serve those inside of the classroom. But when we do have lunch, make sure that you're sitting on one of our Kodiak bears. As soon as you sit down, feel free to remove your mask to start eating. As soon as you have finished eating, make sure that you have put your mask back on. Teachers will help you to get the opportunity to wash your hands when you leave the cafeteria. As you can see, teacher or teacher leads will make sure that you are sitting in the appropriate space and that you are only two to a table. Please make sure that you're not moving from a seat that has a bear on it. We're using these to keep you socially distanced. When you are finished eating, the staff will tell you how to throw away your food. So please do not get out of your seat without permission. Once everyone is done eating and our time is over, we will begin our dismissal process, which will include a staff member telling you table by table when it is time for you to go back to class. Again, make sure that you keep your mask on and that you are socially distanced. And as most of our teachers leave in the appropriate manner, there goes that phone person, jogging, passing someone. We want to make sure that we don't do that. The most appropriate way to stay healthy is to walk out, not coming within 6 feet of your fellow classmates. Again, when you finish eating, make sure that you have cleaned up your area and thrown away everything that was meant to be ate during lunchtime. For lunch, you can either bring your food or food will be provided at no charge. Our last transition will be dismissal. At 3:05, we will dismiss our walkers first. Walkers will leave out of either 7th grade, the front of the building, the 8th grade hall, or the 6th grade hall. Please, students, do not attempt to congregate as you're leaving the campus. So as Ms. Harrison is showing you, you will still be able to use the white lines on the sidewalk to be able to remain socially distanced as you leave the campus. At 3:10, we will start to dismiss the car riders. As you can see out of the 8th grade hallway, all of the 8th grade students will line up on the appropriate line close to the 8th grade hall. Parents, if you have an 8th grade student, you will be able to pick up your student at that area or close to where the 8th graders line up. 7th graders will exit out of the main hallway, and 6th graders again will exit out of the 6th grade or exploratory hall. Again, please make sure that you are staying socially distanced and that you continue to keep your mask on. Thank you all so much for joining us again at Kate Bond. We hope that this is a successful time and that we continue to be Kodiak strong.